I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
Couple minutes not a score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stop, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
Welcome on your lazy Sunday afternoon to the British Basketball League as the Plymouth City Patriots take on the Surrey Scorchers. This is the first of two games today with Caledonia and Leicester tipping off at 6 p.m. But stay here because this will be an intriguing matchup as both teams will be desperate to avoid defeat. Plymouth and Surrey are currently propping up the league and neither want to be cut adrift. Top of our league though is Dan Ratledge and Anthony Rowe. Over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Tahir. Yes, welcome to the Plymouth Pavilions for the Plymouth City Patriots against Surrey Scorchers here in the British Basketball League. And Tahir mentioned it, and this is an important game for these two teams.
Huge already so early in this season. Battle of the bottom, both will want to get off the mark.
Let's have a look at the starting fives for today's game, starting with the Plymouth City Patriots. Some reinforcements for coach Paul James, but he's going to bring them off the bench, his two new signings. Most of their offense coming from the starting five. Hopefully the new signings will give them a bit of a boost off the bench. At the other end of the floor, no real changes for Surrey Scorchers. Lloyd Gardner going with the lineup that he's seemed to like in recent weeks, so he brings his veteran guards off the bench as well. One of the guys you wanted to have a look at, and before the game, Mason Faulkner obviously introduced himself in fine style against Leicester in his debut. How do you think he's done so far?
Well, it's the rookie from Kentucky. He's had some big explosive games, but they need a little bit more consistency. However, his numbers are still solid. 15 points per game, 5.5 assists per game. He's been that pivotal piece, and I think he needs to have a big one. He had a huge game, 24 points against the win against Sheffield this year. At
the other end of the floor, Paddy Wang, one of the returners from last year. What have you made to his start to the season?
The South Sudan international was big for them last year. 13.5 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists. He's had a really slow start due to injury. Only 7.5 points per game for him so far. Last game though, against the Leicester Riders, he had 18 points. So let's see if he can impact his dominance on this game.
Well, we certainly will. The tip-off is almost upon us here at the Pavilions. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after this.
Able to secure this one, throws a long pass. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Give these guys some credit. Again, time, and Anderson threw it down with no regard.
Saw the Lions over the line. Olaseni with the freedom of the key to jam it home.
He rocked the rim.
Getting handoff now. Pipkins goes up. Oh baby!
My gosh.
Are you kidding me? Jalen Pipkins has arrived to the building. Well, took a body with him and just said good night.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team, jumping off of buildings with the stimulation. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to roll. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time.
Welcome back to the pavilions. Paul James still waiting for win number 500 in league play in British basketball as a head coach. Will it be today? He's had to wait a few weeks. His team haven't been able to get off that 499, but with a little bit of extra oomph off his bench today, maybe that will be the one to get him over the line. Well, two teams desperate for a win here, going head to head. I don't know which way this one goes, but I know that the losers will feel pretty bad about themselves at the end of it, Ant.
I think so, Dan. This is a must-win with equal importance on both of these clubs. I'm none the wiser too. I would say Plymouth have got the home court advantage, of course, but you know, we know sometimes that means absolutely nothing.
Here's Johnson having it stolen away, and he's ended up tripping. The player trying to get away.
A bit of a messy start there for the Patriots, and Johnson's one of the guys that they're going to want a lot out of. He's an informed player, someone who's been productive for this team, but shaky start.
Well, they were all slipping over. 3 referees for today, the men with the whistles, as Jameson looks to back down, strong to the rim, but can't finish past Wiley.
Well, that's one that Jameson has to convert. He does the hard part, excellent positioning down low, nice spin.
Now, off the back of the iron, comes back out to him, tries again. That one's short. Somewhere in between those two would have been good.
Yeah, you'd expect Mason Faulkner to knock at least one of those two down, and he's a player that's going to have to find his form sooner rather than later.
Here's Wang trying to get to the rim. Jameson doing what he does best and laying it in.
That's exactly it, leading the league in rebounding, and offensive rebound is one of his areas of expertise, and showing us all why there.
Of course, the other thing for Surrey is nice ball movement, Faulkner in close and he scores, is how they mentally respond to that defeat the other day.
I think so, and I think, look, oh, offensive foul there, Paddy Wang.
Joe Hart getting his body in the way.
Smart play there from Joe Hart, who's worked his way back into this starting lineup, back from knee surgery last year, and Paddy Wang picks up his first foul, a player who's also battling back from injury this year.
But returning to the subject, Surrey obviously up 23 and ended up losing the game. Could have lost by double figures in the end.
Yeah, and Coach Lloyd Gardner was saying, you know, the positives to take from it, that I guess the first 15 minutes where they got Leicester to a point of shell shock, but the majority of the rest of the game, Dan, wasn't quite the same. 25 minutes of, they'd look back at that and feel very disappointed in their performance, and as you see a turnover there from Surrey Scorchers trying to dump the ball down low and overshot it.
Oh, I don't think Mohammed was expecting it at all. Here's Johnson. Around the screen. Kicks to the corner. Shot clock getting low now for the Patriots. Atwood with the jumper off the mark. Well, feeling each other out here, I think, these two teams. Not quite in a rhythm yet. Here's Wang. Gooden cutting to the basket, gets his mouth. That's a goaltend. That basket will count. As the ball had hit the backboard and then was blocked at the second time. So that will be 2 points and a bonus free throw coming for the foul.
Well, nice back cut there initially from Gooden. Nice pump fake as well. He knows he's the smaller player. And that pump fake gets his defender in the air. And the quickness of his shot ensures it's a goaltend. He's another player. I mean, this is very usual of rookie seasons. You'll get an explosive game and then perhaps gone missing for a few games. And Gooden's one of those guys, he's had these big games and you think, goodness me, he could be a big piece of the puzzle to this Surrey Scorchers team. And that point guard position is very loaded for Surrey Scorchers. Of course, we've got some, well, a two-time MVP on the bench, Justin Robinson, and a seasoned GB international in Andrew Lawrence at the point guard position as well. So it's a position that Surrey are well equipped in. But Gooden's one of those players that needs to find his niche and contribute to this team.
Yeah, given all that experience, you're a little surprised the way it sort of tailspinned away from them on Thursday night. But they have to have short memories on that one.
it was a combination as well of Leicester riders playing better basketball and Surrey.
Nice shot from Joe Hart, just in the zone. They kind of lost him a little bit.
That's what can happen when you've got a player like that with that shooting ability. You know, offense, synchronization goes out the window because all you really need to do is catch and shoot like Joe Hart did then.
Well, he kind of lost Gooden for a second there. That one's tipped out off Wiley, so we'll stay with the Scorchers.
And this is what something Patriots have found really difficult to do, and that's rebound the basketball. They're last in the league at rebounds per game, and someone like Jameson would be a worst nightmare for a team who struggle to rebound the ball.
Well, they've got a bit more size now coming off the bench with the signing of Terrell Green and Spencer Levi. When we see them enter the fray, his steal shot is off the mark.
Now a very shrewd, clever acquisition there from Coach PJ. He knew his team's deficiencies and he's trying to rectify that with new signings.
Tied at 5 here. And that's Joe Hart trying to stop transition. Well, it hasn't really caught fire just yet. Both teams, I don't know if it's the magnitude of what we're building the game up here, but they just don't quite seem in rhythm yet, either of these teams.
No, and every player on the court will know the magnitude of this game, you know, regardless of how good the market is or whatnot. You know as a player that, these opportunities like this, Plymouth will see this as a massive opportunity. You know, playing at home against Surrey Scorchers who are 1-7, while Plymouth are 1-8. So, this is a very equal matchup in terms of records.
Stolen away, Wiley in the open court. Wiley with the two-handed throwdown.
Wow, Patriots out in numbers there. And the smallest player on court, Gooden, could do very little about that.
Steele fires up the 3 and knocks it down. Josh Steele from behind the arc.
He is having a very good season and see his confidence is high.
All the way to the rim, but it's blocked by Wang.
Great recovery from Paddy at Wang. You think TJ has got an open layup.
Oh, there's a foul on the rebound there. Looked like Jameson got a little shove. That's certainly what the referee saw. Well, there's the explanation for you. 2 arms forward. Let's see if we can see it on there. You can just see him pulling away, but that's great defensive play from Atwood to steal it away in the first place. Wiley doing the rest. Sorry, we'll try that again from the end. Lob back to Robinson. First touch of the ball for him. Jameson again trying to thread the needle. Not quite making a case as a assist-making forward there, is he? 2 turnovers. Substitution for the Patriots. Gets our first look in the British Basketball League at Spencer Levi. Here's Johnson, poked away. He'll let that one run out of bounds for a sideline possession.
A couple of good defensive possessions, performances here from Paddy at Wang. Another poke away there, and what it does is yes, Plymouth Patriots have still got the ball, but less is on the shot clock, and it distills the rhythm there of their offense.
Faulkner. Passes picked off by Robinson. Oh, that's not a great pass, but they will get it back. And away comes Gooden. There's a man down, so it's 5 on 4. And they take full advantage of it with Mohammed jamming it in.
Great work there for Paddy at Wang. Wasn't passive, he attacked the defense, which made the Patriots react. And Mohammed there on the baseline, nice open dunk.
Here's that. Stepping underneath, a little hard off the glass, too hard. There's Spencer Levi making a nuisance of himself on the back glass, and they get some points out of it.
Well, that's what they brought him in to do, Dan. He's known for being a ferocious rebounder, and his intervention there gets his teammate a basket.
Gooden to the hole, tough finish.
Wow, Gooden showing us his aggressive nature. He's went at the rim a lot already today.
Faulkner fires up the 3 and he knocks it down.
That's the sign of a competitor and someone who's mentally tough. 0 for 4 from the three-point line before that shot, but he stays aggressive and knocks it down.
You can see what it meant to him with his reaction. Tied at 12. Robinson. Penetration and the gap opened up for Mohammed and he was able to lay it in. 4 minutes to go here in the ball game in the first quarter. The timeout is called. We'll be right back after this break.
So the first one, we got alley-oop versus Newcastle. So here, playing good defense. I think I should have forced them left, but didn't. Still got the steal. TA threw me the lob, and you know, the rest was history. Every time me and TA is on the break, it's 2-on-1. I know TA is going to lob it up there for me, so it's my guy. I would rate that one out of 5 stars, 3 stars. Circus shot versus Surrey. Don't know how I almost fell, but I slipped on something. I think we had probably like 3 seconds on the shot clock. So after I got up, I just knew I had to like throw something up there, but I had to like put a little touch on it because I was just in an awkward position. I'll say that's a 4-star for sure. Next one, dunk on McKenzie. Packed crowd, got the steal, just kept driving. He kept giving me room to like dribble, and so I just took off. I would rate that one probably like 5 stars. That's probably one of my best like body to body dunks. First time I dunked, it was like my 10th grade year in high school, and I remember I dunked it, and I just looked at my pops. I didn't look at anybody else, I just looked at my pops in the crowd because he always told me that like I should be dunking some of these layups. And so I just wanted to prove to him that like I'm going to dunk it one time in the game. When I do it, I'm going to look straight at you when I do it. So that was the first time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop.
Welcome back to the pavilions. Halloween theme night. The cheerleaders out there getting them pumped up as well. And the team just starting to get their sense going.
What Halloween routine is that, Dan?
There was the monster something or other, monster
okay.
mash something or other. There we go. See? Just because you haven't put a mask on, everybody else has come to play.
Well, I think he was trying to look for something there, Dan.
Well, it's always an entertaining evening at the pavilions, or afternoon even. It's so dark that you feel like it's nighttime, but it is still the middle of the afternoon as we get things back underway. Patriots with the ball, trailing by a couple here in the first quarter. Hard, driving in, forced to kick back out. Ooh, big collision there for no whistle.
Wow, yeah, a lot of contact there, and Bailey does well there to get in there and get in the way and obstruct Faulkner from the rim.
Terrell Green also making his debut for the Patriots here today, coming into the play out of that timeout. Obviously played north of the border in Scotland previously in his career. Short there a little bit with injury as Robinson knocks down the 3.
Wow, what an asset to have off the bench. Justin Robinson's came in and he's not missed a beat. Big shot there from him.
All around the 3-point line. Here is Green firing up the 3, and welcome back to the British Basketball League.
Wow, what an introduction. Instant offense there from Terrell Green, and the Patriots will be wanting to see much of the same from him.
Good. A little hesitation, looking for room along the baseline, end up losing the ball out of bounds.
Well, up to this point, Gooden's done a really good job of putting pressure on the defense and attacking the rim, but a little bit too much there on that occasion, which results in the turnover. But you do like his aggressive nature and ability to create for himself.
Here's Green. Back to Levi. Faulkner, nowhere to go. Circles back out, shot clock getting low. Atwood gets it away, back iron. Mohammed with the rebound.
Plymouth just not getting anything easy. Everything's heavily contested. Good defensive sets from Surrey Scorchers in the half court.
Wang, that's going to be a push-off. Called against Wang. Faulkner getting his body in the way. And Wang is called for his second personal foul.
That'll be a frustrating one for him. That hard dribble walk right, and you see Mason Faulkner getting under him. Those are the ones that could go either way, you know. Could have been a blocking foul on Faulkner there as well.
I think the way he stepped across and in front, it sort of invited the forearm, which is what the referees called him for. Still only 2 points separating the sides. Paul James watches on as his team look to level the scores. Here's Dusha. Back to Green, putting it on the floor this time. Johnson in the corner, long two, off the mark. Good hustle from Atwood to keep that alive, and that'll be a Plymouth ball.
Excellent work there, and Atwood's been one of the more consistent pieces of the puzzle for the Patriots. 17 points per game, 8 rebounds, and you just see his energy. It's been such a impact for this team.
A nice little dish back to Dusha. It comes all the way around to Johnson, and Robinson commits the foul.
Great work. Good ball movement there from Plymouth, which got Justin Robinson on the back foot there.
So it'll be Plymouth possession from the side. Still trailing by 2. 100 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dusha along the baseline and ran out of room, turned it over. Robinson, that's the mismatch. Still has it, takes the 3 off the mark. Atwood pulling in the rebound. Atwood back to Levi, to the basket, gets his own rebound, can't convert, still going after it. Well, you talked about his rebounding prowess. We've seen here in his first few minutes for the Patriots a sort of relentlessness to go after that offensive glass.
That's exactly it, Dan. He was at Joost United last year, which is the Belgium and Dutch league. 10.5 points a game, but most impressively 11 rebounds a game, which led his team and was second in the division last year. Formidable rebounder.
Certainly something Plymouth needed, as you already pointed out, as Atwood is off the mark. Oh, and it falls to Levi in the end. They were getting in each other's way, can't convert.
Goodness me, did the hard part, and the ball just sort of sat there for him, but the left-hand finish came up wanting.
Robinson wide open in the corner, all string.
5-point swing there. Missed layup, and then Justin Robinson down the other end of the floor, punishing you.
Both teams making 3 first quarter 3-pointers. So we're doing it more efficiently. Only 6 attempts for them, which is probably a bit low. Here's Dusha for 3, off the mark.
Excellent defense there from Andrew Lawrence, just preventing the layup from TJ Johnson.
Ticking it down to the buzzer here. Lawrence directing traffic. Lawrence, cross court to Robinson. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. It didn't go. Well, that will do it for a tight opening first quarter, but a couple of late threes from Justin Robinson has given Surrey the lead. We'll be right back after this break.
to secure this one. Throws a long pass. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Give these guys some credit. Again, time, and Anderson threw it down with no regard.
Saw the Lions over the line. Olaseni with the freedom of the key to jam it home.
He rocked the rim.
Getting handoff down. Pipkins goes up. Oh, baby!
My
Are
gosh.
you kidding me? Jalen Pipkins has arrived to the building. Well, took a body with him and just said good night.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings with the stimulation. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to go. Alright, faces, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time!
Welcome back to the pavilions, where Plymouth trail Surrey by 5 here as we get the second quarter underway. Justin Robinson directing traffic. Here's Lawrence. Back to Robinson. Steele now. Shot clock getting low. Needs to go up. Robinson into the key. Leaves it short.
Good resistance there for the Patriots, not allowing any easy shots there, and even to that very last second of the shot clock was a highly contested running floater from Justin Robinson. It didn't convert.
Here's Green firing up for 3. He's got another one, his second of the game.
Wow, confidence of Green. One dribble pull-up, hand in the face, doesn't matter. 6 points personal now for him.
He's got to try and keep Jameson away from the rim, which he does. Jameson, a tap of his chest to say, my fault.
Well, he's done that a few times already today, Dan. He's not a typical playmaker, and he's got 2 turnovers, and then on that one, trying to make something happen in the post with that left-hand hook shot, very, very short.
Well, just about every stat has been filled so far, the positive and the negative for Jameson.
He's got 5 rebounds already as well.
Yeah.
He's such a influence force.
Obviously, Dusha looks at the official in slightly stunned bewilderment there as he gets called for a travel.
Well, I think the Patriots are a little bit stunned as well on Dusha's production this year, and you see him there look a little bit lost in the offense. The play before, he was sort of out of bounds, and he has a turnover. You know, just 1.9 points a game from him so far this year. Big down on his numbers.
Here's Johnson pushing hard to the rim. Basket is good. He'll go to the line for a bonus.
And just like that, just what he's at his best now. VC Dusha pushing the basketball and a good outlet pass to Johnson, who finishes with contact.
Well, an extra free throw coming for Taylor Johnson. It's his birthday today as well, so that'll be an incentive for him to have a good game, I'm sure. And he knocks down the 3-point play. Plymouth ahead.
You always want a big one on your birthday.
Well, he's certainly on the board now, having not scored before that. Here's Lawrence. Gets it back from Jameson. Shot clock getting low. It's going to have to go up. They're going to run out of time here. Oh my goodness, thrown away. I think it was a shot clock violation either way, but what a play that was.
It's Spencer Levi again making his presence known. Whether it was a shot or a pass.
He spiked it though, didn't he?
He spiked it. It was not getting through. And you know, this is what Plymouth has missed. They've missed an internal enforcer, someone to be able to protect the paint. You know, rebounds, of course, have been down. We've already commented on that. And you know, strangely enough, they lead the league in block shots, but you know, they haven't really had that internal, you know, someone to protect the paint.
He's got to get out now to Bailey. Is Cooper. Did he use an arm there? He did, just to push away, and the foul is called.
Oh, it would have been a nice play had he not been called for the offensive foul. Nice readjustment there of the jump shot. Let's have a look. You see the left-hand chicken wing, don't you?
Just gave him a little brush away, and that will give the ball back to Plymouth. Leading by a point here, 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Not the highest scoring game, but Plymouth won't mind that because they're in the lead. Dusha. Offense getting low again. Atwood gets it away and finishes it on the fall away.
That was so tough. Score in a number of ways.
Steele penetrating through. Foul is called on Green.
Nice run here from Plymouth 8-0. As you can see, the Surrey Scorchers now having their troubles on the offensive end.
Well, 23-20, sorry, the score. Surrey yet to trouble the scorers in this quarter, but Plymouth have certainly found a rhythm with these 8 in a row.
They have. They've done it off a number of different things. There's been errors from Surrey Scorchers, obviously turnovers leading in plays just like that. And then individual talent here from Atwood, who has been Mr. Consistent. You know, when you look at the players, you know, we commented on Faulkner's ability and Johnson's ability to just have these big games, but TJ Atwood, for me, has been that guy who's been the constant flow of consistency. 17 points a game, 8 rebounds. What a stellar season he's having so far in the British Basketball League.
He certainly is. He's currently ranked 5th in the British Basketball League in scoring. You see, Pumpkins. Yes, I'm telling you, everybody's there except you, Anne. But he's also, going back to Atwood, he's 3rd in rebounding as well. And he's up there in the league's leaders in steals, so he has done a bit of everything, and as you say, on a consistent basis, but they, to this point, haven't had quite enough to turn that into a number of wins, although what we've seen from Green and from Levi so far certainly look like plugging some of the holes that Plymouth have had in the opening few weeks.
Yeah, the question's going to be now, like, how long is it going to take to form consistency? You know, when you get 2 new players, and when you get 1 player in, it could be a disruptive difference, but 2 players, let's see how quickly PJ can incorporate them in to the mix.
Well, randomly, Plymouth have just called another timeout. The first one was called by Surrey. They've walked out onto court, and Paul James has decided he wants to talk it over now as well. You don't often see that at this sort of stage in a game, maybe late in the game. Obviously, there was famously the double timeout in the title decider in 1999, the Terrell Myers shot where Chris Finch and Nick Nurse both called timeouts, but that was because one had called a timeout to draw up a play, and the other one then went, I can see what play you've drawn up there, I'm going to change my defense. But 3 minutes into the second quarter, I'm not sure it matters as much, but Paul's obviously got something he wants to express to his players, and you can see them going through the playboard there.
Well, this is a guy that's been around longer than that, Dan. I mean, you know, he wants to get to this 500th league win, so he's doing all he can to make sure the details are accounted for.
See, she's got blood on the face and everything out.
No, what a perfect arena too for a Halloween, you know, fixture. You know that it's more of a center stage, and the crowd are sort of in that dark lighting, so it kind of adds to the spookiness of a Halloween theme.
Here's Cooper. Gooden trying to get into the key, double blocked. No way over Levi, and there's going to be an offensive foul. Oh, they get a good defensive play, but turn it over on a foul immediately.
I have to see that one again, Dana. So this is initial good defense there, good movement from the big man, 6'8", moving his feet, and then wow, 2 plays at one hand. Levi going after it. Oh goodness.
Not feeling that foul?
No, not really. Coming together of bodies for me. Doesn't look like a harsh enough for an offensive foul.
Good, taking it in again while he wasn't put off by getting blocked on the previous play.
No, he's been aggressive from the tip today, Gooden, and good for him to remain that way. And that play could be big, Dan. You know, remember, that's the first basket Surrey has scored this quarter.
It could have been a run out for 10-0. But instead, Surrey get the scoreboard ticking. Plymouth respond quickly through Johnson. Steele, driving baseline, get to the layup.
Nice work from Josh Steele, and because he's been so prolific from the three-point line, that little pump fake does all what he needs to give him the space to drive baseline and finish.
Dusha gets back to Green. Johnson spinning under pressure, too strong. There's Levi again on the offensive glass. Well, eventually Surrey are able to smuggle it away from him.
He's a nuisance though, isn't he?
He is a nuisance. He's off the bench today. I wouldn't be surprised to see him into the starting lineup pretty soon in his Plymouth career as Gooden knocks down the three.
Wow, Gooden. He's a man on a mission today. 10 points personal for him already.
Dusha. His pass is deflected. Good enough and running. Still going. Kitts to Steele. Fires up the three.
I thought that was the wrong decision for the point guard. He had two shooters either side, and I thought Cooper had more space than Josh Steele did. He elected to go Josh Steele's way, and it wasn't a comfortable looking shot in transition.
Timeout called on the floor, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
So the first one, we got alley-oop versus Newcastle. So here, playing good defense. I think I should have forced them left, but didn't. Still got the steal. TA threw me the lob, and you know, the rest was history. Every time me and TA is on the break, it's 2-on-1. I know TA is going to lob it up there for me, so it's my guy. I would rate that one out of 5 stars, 3 stars. Circus shot versus Surrey. I don't know how I almost fell, but I slipped on something. I think we had probably like 3 seconds on the shot clock. So after I got up, I just knew I had to like throw something up there, but I had to like put a little touch on it because I was just in an awkward position. I'll say that's a 4-star for sure. Next one, dunk on McKenzie. Packed crowd, got the steal, just kept driving. He kept giving me room to like dribble, and so I just took off. I would rate that one probably like 5 stars. That's probably one of my best like body to body dunks. First time I dunked, it was like my 10th grade year in high school, and I remember I dunked it, and I just looked at my pops. I didn't look at anybody else, I just looked at my pops in the crowd because he always told me that like I should be dunking some of these layups. And so I just wanted to prove to him that like I'm gonna dunk it one time in the game. When I do it, I'm gonna look straight at you when I do it. So that was the first time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, no stop.
Welcome back to the pavilions. They're all enjoying themselves here. Don't forget Thursday night. It's the Northwest Derby on Sky Sports. Join us from 7:30. Tip at 7:45. Manchester against Cheshire. Here's Faulkner with the shot clock ticking down. Shoveling it in. Pass bobbled about. Just got that away in time, Wiley.
That's the home court roll if ever I've seen one. A little bit of bubble here and there, and Wiley was given a gift there for the easy finish.
Ties the scores at 27. Here's Ogundengbe for 3, and he knocks it down. Teo Ogundengbe from behind the arc. able to put his first three-pointer of the game. That's his 456th career three-pointer in the British Basketball League, so he is now level with Dirk Williams in 20th all-time. As Johnson hits one from the corner.
Already threes, starting to heat up, and that's how Ogden Danby, his longevity has been something of quite unique.
As Robinson, speaking of longevity, knocks down a three.
It's another big one for Johnson. Excuse me, Justin Robinson, who's came on and he's had an immediate impact.
The interesting thing about Teo, he's talking about his longevity, but he's moved level with Dirk Williams. He was just a volume three-point scorer, Dirk.
Well, Teo never used to shoot too
no,
many
he
earlier
didn't
in his
early
career.
in his career, no.
He was a guy you could help off and didn't have to guard from beyond the perimeter.
Here's a guy you do have to guard from beyond the perimeter. You cannot lose number 27 when you're playing the Surrey Scorchers.
No, and that's a defensive breakdown, and Dan, you called that there, and again, you know the scout report, and everyone in the Patriots jersey should know this scouting report. You've got to run a guy like Cooper off the line, and what I mean by that is you've got to get so far off on him that you give up the penetration. He's not as comfortable penetrating as he is catching and shooting to the three-point line.
The other thing is he doesn't take a long time to think about it. You know, as soon as the ball was going, I knew the shot was going up because he knew the shot was going up as soon as the ball was coming his way. He is one of those guys. They have a number of three-point shooters on the team. Surrey, obviously, we talked about the fact they had 20 the other week in that game, but it's because they've got so many different guys, but you've got to know where he is. You can see Johnson sort of snuck inside, drawn to the penetration, and Cooper moved straight to the corner where he's going to knock that one down wide open. And Surrey again out to a 6-point lead. They've made 7 of their 12.
Well, Plymouth have to adjust. If this keeps going, this is over. You know, Surrey Scorchers lead the league in three-point attempts, and if they score anywhere close to the 58% that they're currently shooting, it is game over.
Well, that is the overall scout report, if you like, on the Surrey. They don't hesitate to get the shot up for three. You've got to make sure you make it a little more difficult because they're not the most efficient three-point shooting team. But if you give them the space, they will knock it down. Here's Johnson. Trying to get his way into the key. Lobs it up to Wiley. And he's crowded out of it. And that will be a jump ball.
That's good hands there. Can you see Gooden? Smallest player on the court. Wiley catches the ball there. He's got a guaranteed layup there if Gooden doesn't intervene. He's just slapping away at the ball, making sure it's not a clean look for Wiley. And Plymouth have got 3 seconds here on the shot clock to try and get something good at the rim.
Well, they get a decent look, but Atwood can't knock it down. Steele back to Gooden for three, and we just said they have a number of three-point shooters. He's one of them as well.
That's a smart play there. Gooden passing the ball out into the open floor, and this time Josh Steele does a sort of a half penetration, comes back around, and by that time he's got his trailing point guard Gooden stepping into that three-point shot.
Well, it took them a while to get going in this quarter, but they are certainly going now, Surrey. 9 points without reply to lead by 9. Gooden trying to make the case that there's a foul in his favor, but it is his number that's shown to the table. And he's also told not going to have any more chatter in there. You can see what he thought. He's still making his case. Here's Hart. Back to Wiley. Hart now puts it on the floor, penetrates, kicks it out. Three goes up from Faulkner and he knocks it down. They needed that.
They did an excellent play there from Joe Hart initially, just to create there and get the defense moving. Mason Faulkner, big one, stepping into that.
A little step back from Gooden. Can't quite convert that one. Wiley does well to pull in the rebound. Nice pass. Wiley with the two-handed flush. Super assist from Mason Faulkner.
Yeah, excellent there. Inside, outside, and Faulkner showing us back-to-back big plays there offensively.
Well, they went from 9 consecutive points against to 5 in a row, 4. And that has forced Lloyd Gardner into a timeout here. And it's just a lovely pass right down the lane. Easy job for Jacob Wiley to jam that one home, and Plymouth again have a little bit of momentum going.
Remember, Mason Faulkner averages 5.5 assists a game. He's such a contributor offensively to this team, and I think sometimes because we've seen him have such electrifying games, we expect it every single game. But 15 points, 5.5 assists per game. He's one of these players that can change things for this Patriots team.
Well, at the other end of the floor, the guy who's really changed it for them today is Gooden. We talked about him a little earlier on, but 5 of 9 for shooting. He's made a couple of 3-pointers. He's got a couple of assists as well for his 13 points.
Yeah, and he's looked aggressive since the tip. He really did, come out and where I think he didn't get deterred again. He is not the tallest player on court, and whether he's been blocked, he's kept going at the rim, and he's made good things happen for himself and his teammates. He's one of these players too, quick player. Remember, rookie, so you're going to get those volatile performances, highs and lows. But certainly today he is contributing a high-level performance so far in this game.
Here he is with the ball, round the high screen. Has the switch, kicks to the corner. Teo Ogundengbe, well, he didn't stay level with Dirk Williams for long. There's another 3.
It's like he heard you and he wanted to get off that pedestal you put him on quickly because he just surpassed it. But Teo Ogundengbe, slow start for him this year as well. I thought he was excellent last year for this team.
A good offensive rebound from Faulkner. Wiley's able to pick it up. It's hot, barreling his way through them. I don't see that often from Joe Hart, but that's a great finish.
No, you don't. Sometimes his intelligence gets the job done for him. And on that occasion, he saw a gap and didn't need speed or athleticism to get through there. So skipped his way to the hole.
And he's going to step into the 3, and he's going to knock it down. They're all hitting 3s now, Surrey.
Everyone will have the invitation to shoot that. Even Jameson we saw shoot a couple last game against Leicester Riders.
They are 10 of 15 from behind the arc in the first half, Surrey. Wow. That's why they have the lead. If you can make 10 at 67%, you're doing pretty good. Here's Wiley from the mid-range. They've got to go quick here, last few ticks. Gooden behind the back, shovels it down. Ogundengbe a couple of head fakes, and he is fouled. He will shoot 2.
Such a good decision there from Gooden again. And I'm okay with that. I think the pump fake there, what it does is it gets the referee to have to make a decision. On that occasion, it was the whistle that blew, so Teo will get an opportunity here to shoot 2 free throws. You see his experience there. He wasn't panicked. A player with less experience throws up a quicker shot there, which probably gives up on the accuracy. But instead he was patient, he was posed, and the pump fake got him a trip to the free throw line.
And potentially 8 points in less than 8 minutes, which is good production if this free throw can go in.
Wow, well, he averages 4.6 points per game, so almost doubled it already for him.
Well, maybe a little heave here from Joe Hart, which is off the mark. Well, a big second quarter by the Surrey Scorchers. They have opened up a lead here, 39-47. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Chip into deficit further. Faulkner throws up. Oh my goodness! Wiley Airlines responding with the lob, but again, Fogner throws it up. Hey, big fella, go fetch.
Almost call for a 5-second one dribble, and Corey Samuels to be the buzzer. Yes!
What do you mean one dribble? I'll take two and finish it.
Walsh able to secure this one, throws a long pass. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Give these guys some credit. Again, time, and Anderson threw it down with no regard.
Saw the Lions over the line. Olaseni with the freedom of the key to jam it home.
He rocked the rim.
Getting handoff now. Pipkins goes up. Oh baby!
My
Are you
gosh.
kidding me? Jalen Pipkins has arrived to the building. Well, took a body with him and just said good night.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team, jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white lights, camera action. We ready to roll. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places that never been. We go higher, non-stop. Take it to the top, even when the ball drops, my man.
Well, welcome back to the action here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Ant Rowe, Daniel Routledge with you, and Surrey and Plymouth, two lowest scoring teams in the league this season, but Surrey putting up a big number here in the first half.
Yeah, well, they like to shoot threes. We say live by the three, die by the three, and more often than not, they've died by the three. But today, you know, excellent shooting, and they get it from a number of different areas. Penetration, kicks, extra passes, look pretty good at the moment from the three-point line.
Let's have a look at the numbers now from that first half, and the one that leaps off the page, as you've already said, Ant. 10 for 15 from the three-point line. I mean, 6 for 15 is not bad from Plymouth, but they've got to slow the Scorchers down from behind the arc.
Yeah, they have to run them off the line. They have to disrupt them and make Surrey Scorchers score in a number of different ways. It's going to be a big adjustment here for Coach Paul James as he chases down his 500th league win. Can they adjust? They're going to have to.
Well, they certainly do. If you only looked at the Plymouth numbers, you would say not too bad. The problem is the other end, they're even better. So let's take a look back at the action from the first half here in the Plymouth pavilions, and Plymouth actually started pretty well, I thought, in this game.
Yeah, they threw the first punch, didn't they? And their confidence, you know, they were able to get transition points there off turnovers, and they looked pretty good in doing that as well. But there was a little bit of a fight back here from Surrey Scorchers, their own, Plymouth's own errors there accounting for Surrey to benefit on the other end of the floor. There's been a good old scrap on the boards as well.
It has, yeah.
Teams going after it.
Which is good for Plymouth, because it's not something they've been doing much of this year. But after Surrey started the second quarter slowly, suddenly they found their feet, and suddenly the three-point shots were going in from all angles.
Well, Surrey Scorchers lead the league in bench points, which shows their depth, and they did that. Justin Robinson, this guy, came off the bench, 9 points personal for him, and Andrew Lawrence there turning it over on that occasion, and LVT Douche on the open floor hands it off there to Taylor Johnson for the and one.
Well, important for Plymouth to make a slight, I think offensively they've been okay, but defensively they're going to have to make a slight adjustment at half-time.
Oh, I have to, Dan. That's 47 points conceded at half-time. That is not a sustainable recipe if you want to win basketball games. But Teo Ogundembe adding to the bench points in this one. He's been big for them with 8.
Well, the Plymouth City Patriots here in front of their home fans will want to get themselves back in this game at the start of the second half. Both these teams have already played this week. Let's have a look at the highlights of those.
Kipper Nichols will come the other way. Retino.
There's another shooter right there.
Johnson has to shoot with the shot clock winding down. Another offensive rebound for Plymouth. Mid-range 2, Atwood knocks it down. Here he is again, kicking out to Johnson. Corner 3 ball, knocks it down. Backing down inside, kicks out to Retino. Another 3 ball, and he knocks it down. Shot clock winding down, 3 to shoot. Hart in the corner, drains it. Good ball movement from Plymouth and stolen away by Sheffield.
I felt like Dangakoto had one more extra pass there.
Sharks have numbers and Allen knocks down a mid-range 2. Faulkner spins in the lane. Mason Faulkner to the hole, puts it in and count it. Good ball movement here by the Sheffield Sharks. Cook spins in the lane and puts it up and in with the friendly roll. Nichols fakes the 3 but passes it inside, and they're looking for a goaltend, and the goaltend is called.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that was, and that was excellent awareness there.
Faulkner round the back, puts it up and in. Hart looking to go back door, nice pass.
Yeah, same issue there. Guy wasn't waiting behind, ready to steal that pass.
Taylor Johnson knocks it in from downtown on the buzzer. Back iron, no good. Long Hail Mary pass, and Kipper Nichols, what a finish. It's almost knocked loose and kicked out to Taylor Johnson for 3, and he knocks it down. Johnson again looking to go to the hole. Nice pass into Wiley, off the glass and in. Ball into Bennett Cook. Puts it on the floor and jams it in.
Well, there you go, he answers back.
Oh, he got the friendly roll from downtown, and the 3s are dropping now. Well, that will do it as the Sheffield Sharks, a comfortable win for them in the end over the Plymouth City Patriots, 67 points to 55.
Gooden backs out with the shot clock ticking down. Trying to get all the way to the rim, misses everything, but the follow is tipped home by Wang. Here's Wang now for 3, and he strings it. So just gets a friendly bounce and it drops in. Thomas driving in, it's knocked away again. Another steal from the Scorchers. Robinson's going to pull up for 3 in transition, and he's going to knock it down, and Surrey lead by 14. McKenzie, mid-range, knocks it down.
Big shot from Kimball McKenzie.
We weren't expecting Surrey up 20 in the second quarter.
No, not at all, but they came out hot right out of the gates, as you see. Jameson dunked the ball.
Pinson has the mismatch, looking to take advantage of it, slipping through the key, but still able to score. Gets his man up in the air. Thomas did well to avoid a foul there. Here's Thomas running the floor. Got Wang in front of him, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for a bonus. Pinson kicks out. Thomas for the corner 3, knocks it down. And the Leicester Riders, who trailed by as many as 23, are in front here in the third quarter. Kicked out Robinson, time to set his feet. He's a 40% three-point shooter, you can't leave him. Pinson, fancy dribble. Out to Asprey, falling off balance for 3, all string, pretty play from Leicester. Bridges spinning baseline under pressure. Oh, what a putback and a foul! Great crashing of the boards. Asprey just about finds Holmes. He's to the basket, he lays it in. Couple of seconds left, it's stolen away, and he's put back in by Asprey. Well, 2 scores in the last couple of seconds for the Leicester Riders. Cap an excellent third quarter here. Well, they've had to help down on the double team, and Lawrence made them pay. takes a tough shot in the end, and Bridges at the second attempt gets the rebound. Quick outlet, Thomas on his own will jam it home. From 23 points down, they have won by 8. The biggest comeback for Leicester Riders in the British Basketball League in the last 7 years.
Chip into deficit further. Faulkner throws up. Oh my goodness! Wiley Airlines responding with the lob, but again, Faulkner throws it up. Hey, big fella, go fetch.
Almost call for a 5-second one dribble, and Corey Samuels to be the buzzer. Yes!
What do you mean one dribble? I'll take 2 and finish it. Able to secure this one, throws a long pass. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Give these guys some credit. Again, time, and Anderson threw it down with no regard.
Saw the Lions over the line. Olaseni with the freedom of the key to jam it home.
He rocked the rim.
Getting handoff now. Pipkins goes up. Oh baby!
My gosh.
Are you kidding me? Jalen Pipkins has arrived to the building. Well, took a body with him and just said good night.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team, jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. That's camera action, we ready to roll. Alright, faces, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop. Take it to the top, even when the ball drops, my man.
Welcome back to the Plymouth Pavilions. Busy week in the British Basketball League. Started on Wednesday night here in the Pavilions, but it was the away team who went home with the points, beating Plymouth 67-55, a big comeback from the Leicester Riders against the Scorchers on Thursday night, and then a close one in Bristol. They were a little short-handed, but they were able to see off the Cheshire Phoenix by 4, and then London Lions got a big early lead against Newcastle and were able to maintain that. Don't forget, coming up at 6 o'clock this evening, we have Caledonia against Leicester. Ant and I will be there for that one. Very much looking forward to that. But first of all, we have to see who's going to win this one. And coming up in January, we've got the new look BBL Trophy. The group stages taking place in the first 3 weeks. The 10 teams split into groups of 5, with the final 4 being held over the weekend in Birmingham at the Utilita Arena. 27th and 28th of January. Tickets available for that right now, and it's all compacted into a month. It's going to be a lot of excitement there, Andy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since it's been this format, and you know, historically we were used to seeing the British Basketball Cup at the beginning of the season. So it'll be the first piece of silverware that a team could win this year. So I'm sure the excitement and the energy generated around that weekend will be next level.
A lot of excitement in here. They've got a competition going on for the best dressed in the Halloween theme, and these are, I think, the main contenders. Anybody catching your eye there, Ant? Anybody you want to pick out?
Teenage werewolf there, look. See, nice werewolf fitting in with the basketball theme. I think that's very clever.
Yeah. I'd have gone for the little baby in the pumpkin suit, mate. You always go for a baby in a pumpkin suit. Well, the
baby hasn't given that much thought though, Dan.
Wow.
You know? I want a little bit deeper layers of thinking behind the dress sense there. You know.
We're back underway here at the Pavilions. Plymouth trailing Surrey by 8, and it's the Scorchers who get the first possession of the second half. Gooden getting into the key, who had an excellent first half. Right, back out to Gooden. Shot clock at 6. Gooden turns the corner. Under pressure, somehow forces it home, and Surrey lead by 10.
That's incredible. Head down, gets his body into the body of the defender, then uses his left hand for the difficult finish. 15 points personal now for Cam Gooden.
He's taking it at Jacob Wiley as well, who's one of the best shot blockers in the league so far this season. Make it even more impressive a finish. Sideline ball, which Johnson will inbound. Here's Taylor Johnson, again the shot clock getting low. Wiley to the rim, and he lays it in for 2.
Yeah, good patience there from Jacob Wiley, and he saw the gap there in the middle, and he fully exploited that.
Mohammed kicks to Wang. Inside, good positioning. I'm not sure how he was so open underneath, but Jameson was in the right place.
I thought Patriots did a better job of getting out to the shooters there. There was no open threes, but what it did is it left them very exploited inside, and Jameson gets an easy layup. This is a positive start for Surrey. Remember, this is a team that let a 23-point lead disintegrate right in front of all of our eyes against Leicester Riders, so they'll be wanting to come out strong in the second half just to make sure that their lead isn't wasted away.
One thing you would say about Plymouth this season is they haven't been great playing from behind. Their better performances have been when they've been in the game. They haven't mounted too many comebacks, but Surrey, as you say, gave one up at the biggest of the lot on Thursday night, so it's an interesting mental game as much as anything else. Atwood. He shot off the mob. Paul James can't believe a whistle didn't come his way. It looked like the defender had put his hand up for a foul as well.
Yeah, the defender already.
Oh, Josh Steele down the lane, throws in the jam, and a really tough start here for the Plymouth City Patriots in the third quarter, and suddenly they are down by 14.
And that's a team, I think, that do not want to make the same mistakes that they've recently made. It's a team that look focused to me. They look more ready than the Plymouth City Patriots, and even coming out of this half-time, you can see the level of I don't know, focus is just there.
Well, it's an 8-2 start to the quarter for Lloyd Gardner's team, and I'm sure they won't be talking about Thursday, but they'll be somewhere in the back of their heads going, we need to just put this one to bed now.
Well, I'm sure they've seen the clips of you saying it's the biggest comeback since.
Yeah.
How long was it?
2016.
2016, Dan. It doesn't happen very much, Dan. So, you know, games like that don't, you know, removed from the memory that quickly as well. So, but look, in all seriousness as well, it's how a team responds to something. When something like that happens, is it a team? It's fight or flight, isn't it? Is a team that's willing to go that another level and rectify their mistakes sooner rather than later, or is it a team that lick their wounds and poor Surrey Scorchers? At the moment, we've played 22 minutes of this game, and they look to me like they're a team that's already better than what they were on Thursday evening.
Well, the team that needs a response right now is Plymouth. 8-2 down in this quarter. You think back to the start of the second when they were very much on top. Surrey had a response. Can Plymouth now do likewise? I feel like they need a score or two here coming out of this timeout. Kicked out to Johnson. Johnson trying to find room. There isn't any. Atwood in that sort of mid-range knocks it down.
He's really good in there, isn't he?
He
That
is.
sort of in-between layup and mid-range. He's an in-betweener, and he consistently hits that shot. That's usually a shot that's quite difficult. It sounds silly, but I always thought that the shot further out than that was easier. Oh, Josh Steele again. Just incredible confidence from him at the moment. He's playing a man on a mission. 9 points for him.
Nice drive to the basket and a good finish as well for Faulkner.
He needs to increase his impact on this game. Now, Mason Faulkner, they need him to be the superstar along with his teammates, Atwood, Johnson.
Wang, little hesitation. Did he step on the line? He did.
It was a close one. I don't know. I'll have to see that one again. Paddy Wang, though, been a bit of a frustrating one for him so far. He's trying to make things happen, but hasn't quite gone his way. Let's take a look at this one again. Right foot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think the ball was still touching his fingers when his foot hit the ground, which is what the referee has called. Atwood spinning one way, then the other. Nice finish.
That's a tough move. Good patience. You see how wide he was there. He was wide like a crab, and what that essentially does is it's really difficult for a defender to come in and reach.
Is Gooden driving in. Wide like, ooh. Is he all right there? I think he's okay. Wide like a crab is not a saying I've come across beforehand. But I know what you mean. We are by the seaside. You can go get a
There's
bucket.
all these Halloween costumes down. It's got me thinking about all these random things in my mind. Just felt appropriate, so I went with it.
Yeah.
Well, while we were critiquing my analysis, Surrey Scorchers of Camden Never End, and who is it? No other than Cam Gooden, who's been doing this all game to the Plymouth Patriots. A rookie out of Texas, Utah University, who's having a really influential game for the Surrey Scorchers so far this afternoon.
Well, this is now his highest scoring game in the British Basketball League. He had 15 against London on opening day, and that was point number 16. He's made them both. In fact, it wasn't the opening day, it was the other London game. They played London twice, haven't they? It was the 22nd of October, so last week. So backing up a good performance with another.
That's another thing as well, Dan. Surrey Scorchers are 1-7 and haven't played London twice as well, which, you know, it doesn't seem as bad, does it? You know, when you've played, you know, London Lions, who are just steamrolling everyone in the league so far this year.
They're actually not that far away. If you remember back to the opening day, that first game, they weren't that far back off London in that. It looked like London had another gear. It was their first game, obviously, but they weren't a million miles away. But the form of the two teams have gone in opposite directions since that day. Nine on the shot clock. I think there's just an issue with the scoreboard, which they've sorted out now. A slip there from Steele. Shot clock, got to get it away. Steele fires up. And there is Levi Spencer with the rebound. Spencer Levi even. Getting that the wrong way around.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah. It's easy to do.
Two first-name players, you should banish them all. They're commentator's nightmare.
We're just getting ready for Caledonia later.
No,
your favourite.
We don't need to bring that up.
It's Faulkner at the elbow, knocks it down.
Mason Faulkner. Get a confident looking shot. He's a player again. He can get hot really, really quickly. That'll take him to 10 points. And he's not a stranger to making big shots either. If this game gets close, a player like him you'd want on court if you're a Patriots fan.
It's 10 points between the teams, but it's turned over. And a chance to get it back into single figures. Atwood onto Johnson. Driving in, foul is called.
Wow, that was a
big collision, wasn't it?
And good decision there from Green. You know, we've seen him come off the bench and make some threes already, but you see how he threw across that outlet pass, which then started the offense, and Taylor Johnson gets a birthday bump from Bailey. Goodness me.
Well, he's at the free throw line, looking to get himself into double figures. If he makes both of these, he would be the 4th on his team into double figures, which is quite impressive out of a low 50s total.
Oh, he's been impressive this year. You know, 15.4 points per game. Excuse me, a player that was NBL Division 1 last year, so the league below the British Basketball League, and perhaps not got as much shine because his former teammate last year, Aaron Rye, got Player of the Month for September for Cheshire Phoenix. But he's been equally as impactful for his team as Johnson.
Here's Faulkner stepping through and tossing it in and celebrating. He was happy with that. And Plymouth starting to make a little charge here at the Pavilions. A timeout is called. We'll be back after this break.
So the first one, we got alley-oop versus Newcastle. So here, playing good defense. I think I should have forced them left, but didn't. Still got the steal. TA threw me the lob, and you know, the rest was history. Every time me and TA is on the break, it's 2-on-1. I know TA is going to lob it up there for me, so it's my guy. I would rate that one out of 5 stars, 3 stars. Circus shot versus Surrey. Don't know how I almost fell, but I slipped on something. I think we had probably like 3 seconds on the shot clock. So after I got up, I just knew I had to like throw something up there, but I had to like put a little touch on it because I was just in an awkward position. I'll say that's a 4-star for sure. Next one, dunk on McKenzie. Packed crowd, got the steal, just kept driving. He kept giving me room to like dribble, and so I just took off. I would rate that one probably like 5 stars. That's probably one of my best like body to body dunks. First time I dunked, it was like my 10th grade year in high school, and I remember I dunked it, and I just looked at my pops. I didn't look at anybody else, I just looked at my pops in the crowd because he always told me that like I should be dunking some of these layups. And so I just wanted to prove to him that like I'm going to dunk it one time in the game. When I do it, I'm going to look straight at you when I do it. So that was the first time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they've never been. We go higher, non-stop.
Well, welcome back to the Pavilions, and you highlighted Mason Faulkner at the top of the show. 12 points, 3 assists. He looks like he's warming up here in the second half.
Yeah, if the Patriots won a victory today, he's a player that needs to perform. He was at a stellar 24.4 assist performance in the only win this year against the Sheffield Sharks, and Mason Faulkner made some huge plays down the stretch for them.
And his steal under pressure off the mark. Green pulls in the rebound. Plymouth with the wind in their sails right now.
Excellent contest by this guy as well, Spencer Levi.
Kicks out to Green for 3. White, he made his first 2, but he's missed his last 2. Steele, head fake, gets his man up in the air. Great pass, super play from Josh Steele.
He's done excellent there, and the pump fakes work because of his ability to shoot the 3 ball, and the British Bailey was on the baseline. A nice finish.
25 points off the bench for Surrey Scorchers. Wow, doing a great job. Let's kick back out. Shot clock needs to go up. Green gets it away in time and knocks it down. Bailey can't believe he didn't get an offensive foul in there, but it's 2 points.
It's a timely one as well. Terrell Green popping up and making these big plays. Looking like a good addition as well to this roster.
Pass not held by Bailey. They're off and running. Faulkner can't convert. The tip-in is good, though, by Atwood. And Plymouth have really reeled Surrey in here in the last few minutes.
Two incredible decisions there from Atwood. The initial pass, which I felt Mason Faulkner should have converted, but he doesn't give up on the play. He doesn't just watch his teammate go to work. He offenses rebounds and puts back.
Justin Robinson called for an offensive foul. And it's such a momentum gain, this, isn't it? It's definitely with the Patriots at the moment, everything going their way. They trail by as many as 14. And the other thing, I know we keep harping on about Thursday night for Surrey, but as that starts to go away, that's when you start getting the flashbacks.
Well, remember, both of these two teams are down on luck. Surrey 1-7, Plymouth 1-8. They're a lot more fragile when these little periods of adversity come up in games. So, you know, you just want these periods to be shorter rather than longer if you're one of these two clubs.
Well, the foul called, so it'll be a sideline ball. Which Faulkner will inbound. Taylor Johnson, little hesitation, trying to take it to the rim, but he's denied by Jameson.
Good interior protection there from Jameson, who's a little rest on the break, so look for him to be able to input his force again on the boards.
Green, too long. Great rebound pulled in by Levi. Taylor Johnson short on the three. There's Levi again with the offensive rebound, and Johnson turns it in to second chance points.
Wow, Levi Johnson adding such value even without scoring the basketball. He's getting second, third chance opportunities for this Plymouth team, and they get it to go. 2-point game.
Well, all the momentum with Plymouth at the moment, so Lloyd Gardner forced into stopping the play again to talk through with his team, and he's trying to do this, I think, while they're still in the lead here, and just go, we're all right, we're still winning, but it is concerning for them at the moment.
It is, and what an exciting game we have again. The desperation will increase. The more this game goes on, you'll see the desperation in both clubs. This is a great decision from Atwood, and I really like his activeness. You know, again, it's really easy for him to just stand there and appreciate his pretty pass, but he doesn't. He continues to go towards the rim and gets his just reward. And this is the play before with Levi. Added energy. He's going to be a problem on the boards to contain this year for anyone who goes up against him.
Well, Surrey had got to 57 points 3 minutes into this quarter, and since then it has been 14 points to 4 in favor of the Patriots to turn what was a 43-57 deficit into a 59 to 61 deficit.
It's massive swings.
Yeah, massive
swings. It's a team, isn't it, that mentally they just maybe perhaps go cruise control a little bit too early, and I don't know, but it's not a, you know, when things consistently happen, it's not just a random act, is it?
Nope. We need a score here, you feel. Driving along the baseline, I'm not quite sure how Mohamed got the ball up there. He had bodies all around him, but the foul was called.
I think Mohamed's had some knocks today as well. You saw him limp off in the first half. And this one, he's still limping. A bit of a knock there.
Dust himself down and go to the free throw line. First trip to the foul line for him today. In fact, there's not really been many free throws in the game at all, but every single one has been made. Surrey now 6 for 6. Plymouth have made all 3 of their attempts. Wow. Well, there you go, right on cue. There's the first miss. That'll wave off. It's going to be a lane violation, I think, is the call.
Oh, wow. Wow, big call there. Because Jameson was going to lay that in.
Oh, we're We're back underway. 2 minutes to go. Plymouth trailing by only 3. Kick to the corner. Johnson with the pull-up, it's down to 1.
That's so nice. Hard dribble left from Johnson, and to pull up like that on a dime takes him to 14 points now.
Well, he waves the crowd to get them to make even more noise for the defense. And that is the cry that echoes around the pavilions. Robinson drives, kicks out to Wang in the corner. Shot clock getting low. Lawrence has to fire the 3. Back iron, and the rebound is pulled in by the Patriots. Down as many as 14. And that is a foul call. Wang thought he got the ball there. He was signaling for a jump ball. The referee's fist went up to say foul.
It didn't look like a foul to me, but the referee's got a better angle than me.
Well, let's see what we can see on the second time.
Oh, I love it when I'm right. That's not a foul. It's clean.
In fact, it's probably not even a jump ball. It's probably a travel, isn't it? Because he's gone up and down.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter what we think or what Mr. Wang thinks. It's what the referee's called. And Johnson is at the line. And Johnson can move the Patriots in front here. Down by 14 just 6 minutes ago. They're ahead.
Wow, been a while. Who would have thought that this would be the case? Was it 2-3 minutes into the third quarter when the wheels were falling off for the Patriots?
Well, they put them right back onto the wagon here, and they're freewheeling down the hill. Can Surrey respond? Jameson backing down. Levi call for the foul. End-line ball. A minute to go, a quarter, and I think Surrey would happily see the end of. Here's Steele. Head fake, gets him up in the air. Offensive rebound, Jameson puts it back, they needed that.
Wow, it's a man at work there, Jameson and Levi going at it. Nice play.
Faulkner for 3, front rim, there's Levi to tip it in, and he's fouled! Bonus free throw coming. What a great play on the glass.
Well, he's been a breath of fresh air, hasn't he, since joining this roster. His energy has been infectious, and on that occasion, this is his first basket in a Patriots jersey, but he's had such an influence on this game. You see, Bailey just couldn't keep him from attacking the boards. And 6'8", soft touch for the finish.
Well, as you say, it might be his first points for the Patriots, but I think he's already very popular with those in the seating here at the pavilions, because they've seen a shift put in. It doesn't look like free throw shooting is going to be his ultimate strength, judged on that. Atwood's on the floor. He seemed to have caught one in the face. You can hear what the home fans are thinking.
Well, just on Spencer Levi, very unique story of how he got here as well. He's a Division 3, so 6'8", Division 3. You don't often see that, but he's dominant Division 3 at college basketball. A 20 and 10 type of guy, which got him a scholarship Division 2. He then went on to play for UNC Pembroke, which was a conference I used to play in many years ago. Averaged healthy numbers as well in America, 15.5 points a game, 10 rebounds. So he's always been that sort of blue-collar, hard-working player that gets it done.
So basically he's just following you, is that what you're saying? He went to your conference, now it's come to your city. It's 3 from Robinson, he wants a foul as well, but what a shot.
Wow, that's a former MVP, making MVP level plays. That's a big one.
Well, he's called for the foul there. I think his complaint is still more about the other end of the floor. Yeah, but what about the foul at the other end, ref? Gavin Williams explaining his case. I think that's a reasonable call. No problem with that. Johnson at the foul line, looking once again to move his side back level. And he makes both free throws. Last couple of seconds here, Robinson. Oh, he's had the ball ripped away. It's out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. I think that'll be the end of the quarter. Yes, it will. Well, it started great for Surrey, but Plymouth on the charge here, or is that the end of the quarter? The referees have just waited, and they're going to have a discussion about it, first of all, just to check that there is some time, and they are going to put some time back on the clock. Cheerleaders were out and ready to go. They were poised, but the referee has said, no, we're going to have one more second here.
Well, Halloween routine has to wait then.
Oh, it does. Let's see if Surrey can make anything of it. Jameson is open, he fires up the three, and he makes it! What a shot from Saquon Jameson on the third quarter buzzer. Well, it didn't look like they were going to have time, but Saquon Jameson is able to knock down the three on the buzzer, and that will give them a bit of momentum. Fourth quarter still to come right after this break.
Able to secure this one, throws a long pass. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Give these guys some credit. Again, time, and Anderson threw it down with no regard.
Saw the Lions over the line. Olaseni with the freedom of the key to jam it home.
He rocked the rim.
Hand up now, Pipkins goes up. Oh, baby!
My
Are
gosh.
you kidding me? Jalen Pipkins has arrived to the building. Well, took a body with him and just said good night.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings with the stimulation. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to go. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time!
Welcome back to the pavilions where the Patriots fans are getting behind their team, trying to see them over the line. Surrey up 3 thanks to a Jameson buzzer beater at the end of the third. Green. Terrell Green going all the way to the basket. Lays it in.
Nice finish there. Good use of strength and size on his body, about 6'7", but the left-hand finish there. Nice play.
Good kick down to Steele. Under great pressure, and time is running out here for Josh Steele. He can't even see the basket, and it's deflected away, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Great defense.
Excellent on-ball defense there from Atwood. Not given an inch. Josh Steele thought did relatively well to handle the pressure and find himself a lane to attack the rim, but Atwood continues to move his feet. Wow.
Those are the sorts of plays you need when you're trying to get An all too rare win on the board. Levi kicks it back out. Green with a hand in his face. It's a big battle for the rebound, and Levi's hit the deck. It's going to go against Jameson.
That's a really good matchup. They'll be competing for the most rebounds per game, I'm sure of it, this year.
Well, they were battling in the low post, and then once the shot went up, you can see they were fighting for position, and the call going against the Surrey man.
Even on that instance there, on that occasion, Spencer Levi doesn't get the offensive rebound, but he does give his team another offensive possession here.
Well, he has got 5 offensive rebounds already, and there he is with number 6 tipping it home.
Number 10 could have been a very clever acquisition here for Paul James if he's able to maintain these levels.
Good. Penetrates, spins, off the mark. Quite has had an explosive second half as he did the first.
No, it started promising for him as well. Just hasn't been in a continuing his flow.
Steele, tough shot with a hand in his face.
Wow. Josh Steele. 11 points personal for him. Over his averages already. He's averaging 8.5 points a game.
Levi moves it on to Johnson. Faulkner in the corner, lets it fly for 3 off the mark. Steele with the rebound, almost loses it. Is still able to get away. Robinson lines up the triple, it doesn't go. It's out of bounds. Patriots ball.
That'll go back to the Patriots here. It was a good look, wasn't it?
Good look for Justin Robinson, yeah.
Transition, found the open 3.
7:40 to go. There's a lot of discussion going on. 2 bigs have been battling it out hard. The referee's probably just telling them to stay within the bounds of the rules. I mean, you see 8 rebounds and 4 points on debut for Spencer Levi. Dusha up top to Green, gets his feet behind the line, misses the 3, but rebound comes all the way out to Atwood at the foul line. Atwood, the ball slips out of his hands, he's able to keep possession, but the shot clock is low. Green tosses it up and in.
Goodness me, number of times now that the ball's been given to Green in these crucial points with shot clock winding down. He's made the most of it. That occasion, really a floater.
Defense again, echoing around the pavilions. Robinson, another good look. This one's off the rim as well. I think Steele got caught for a slap on the arm there. He can't quite believe it. You can see the official just showing him where on the arm he felt the contact was made. Plymouth by a point. First of 2 games here today. Here's Green, back iron. Caledonia Leicester coming up at 6 o'clock. Here's Robinson. Kicks it back out. And Dengry is fouled by Green. Just didn't quite move his feet. Of course, he began his career north of the border with what was the Glasgow Rocks, and that team in action against the Leicester Riders. 6 p.m. here on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Looking forward to that, Ant.
Oh, I am indeed. It's obviously a battle on the other side of the table, but you know, one that could really propel either club up into that elite top 3 position, along with London and Bristol.
Robinson. Out to Lawrence. Lawrence, little reach round on the floor. Joe Hart just says, yeah, that's on the floor. Won't count that basket. Referee agrees with him. Sideline possession for Lawrence to inbound. Wang, little hesitation, gets to the rim. Foul is called. The block was clean, but the foul was called beforehand.
I think the referee's got that one right. Nice crossover dribble there for Paddy Wang to get to his right hand. He's had a frustrating game today. 0 points for him. He was able to take the first speed, but promising for the Patriots in that they've got a guy like Levi in there looking for those blocks. You already commented as well, Atwood does that already for them. So if you've got two active players like that, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult for the opposition.
Wang on the scoreboard now. Around the three-point line it goes. Dusha penetrates to the runner, and he will go to the free throw line. LVC Dusha looking for his first points of the game.
Yeah, nice move from LVC Dusha there, aggressive. It's one of those ones where if the whistle doesn't go, oh dear, yeah, it was straight up there from Teog and Dembe. A lot of contact, but yeah, that one could have been a no-call, it could be a foul, couldn't it? It's one of those ones.
Well, it is the latter rather than the former, and Dusha gets his first point of the game. Tuck your shirt in, LVC. Look presentable. You're on the telly, man. Makes them both. Pat the dog enjoying that. The Patriots back up by one. This one has the feel of a game that comes down to who scores last. Lawrence. Ooh. Joe Hart must have caught some arm in there. He definitely got some ball. But the Great Britain international Andrew Lawrence will go to the free throw line for two.
Well, what both teams are doing is they're doing a good job of making the referees intervene. Oh, it's good too, doesn't it? It's clean. It's when you reach over, isn't it? It's always going to give the opportunity for the referee to blow the whistle.
He's got enough of the arm there for that call. Can't argue with that. Koda and Dusha sitting down. Lawrence trying to move his team back in front. Back iron on the second, but Wang with the offensive rebound. So a new 14 for the Scorchers. Lawrence into trouble. That's out of bounds, and that will be a Plymouth ball.
Trying to fit through a gap that wasn't there. Good defense, good resistance from the Patriots.
Johnson gets the ball back. Driving along the baseline, finds a little bit of room. Can he squeeze it in? Not quite.
Wow, everything but the finish. Taylor Johnson did a really good job of tiptoeing and maneuvering a shot out of nothing on the baseline.
Wang is fouled by Atwood. That will count, and he'll go to the line for a bonus free throw.
Well, what I would give Paddy Wang credit for is sometimes last year, if he was having a bit of a tough game, he was done for the whole night. But today he stayed with it. He's had a really difficult start, in this game. Calls not going his way, and perhaps a ball bounce here and there, but he has came up big so far in this fourth quarter. All of his points have been in the fourth quarter.
And he converts a three-point play. And it moves his team a little further ahead. But Plymouth now with a chance to potentially tie. Faulkner sizing up the three, takes it off the mark, rising through the air is Mohammed to pull in the rebound.
Wow, that was an incredible rebound.
Sky in there.
Seemed to stay in the air for a while.
Robinson has got the mismatch on speed, trying to take advantage of it, but runs into trouble. Ball bouncing about, Plymouth come away with it. Johnson. Atwood, a little shake and bake, and he knocks it down.
It looked pretty, didn't it?
It certainly did. It cuts it to a one-point game with 4 to go. We'll be right back after this break.
So the first one, we got alley-oop versus Newcastle. So here, playing good defense. I think I should have forced them left, but didn't. Still got the steal. TA threw me the lob, and you know, the rest was history. Every time me and TA is on the break, it's 2-on-1. I know TA is going to lob it up there for me, so it's my guy. I would rate that one out of 5 stars, 3 stars. Circus shot versus Surrey. Don't know how I almost fell, but I slipped on something. I think we had probably like 3 seconds on the shot clock. So after I got up, I just knew I had to like throw something up there, but I had to like put a little touch on it because I was just in an awkward position. I'll say that's a 4-star for sure. Next one, dunk on McKenzie. Packed crowd, got the steal, just kept driving. He kept giving me room to like dribble, and so I just took off. I would rate that one probably like 5 stars. That's probably one of my best like body to body dunks. First time I dunked, it was like my 10th grade year in high school, and I remember I dunked it. And I just looked at my pops. I didn't look at anybody else. I just looked at my pops in the crowd because he always told me that like I should be dunking some of these layups. And so I just wanted to prove to him that like I'm going to dunk it one time in the game. When I do it, I'm gonna look straight at you when I do it. So that was the first time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop.
Welcome back to the Plymouth Pavilions, where this beautiful little shimmy shake to get himself open, little crossover. Let's cut it to a 1-point game. Down the lane goes Lawrence, he can't convert, and away come the Patriots, a chance to take the lead. Johnson kicks to Faulkner for 3, back iron, but he gets his own rebound. Down to Atwood underneath, he's fouled and the basket is good. Plymouth are ahead, Atwood heading to the line.
Good decision there from TJ Atwood, the pump fake there, got the defense on their heels, and he attacked that baseline with such force. Nice finish.
.6 rebounds, 3 assists. Trying to see his team over the line here. Looking to double the lead. He gets a friendly roll.
Influential player in the Slovakian league last year. So he's got that experience under his belt. He knows understands what it takes to be a good professional. So far, life is good in the British Basketball League.
Nice pass. Mohammed got a little underneath and he got a slap on the head for his trouble, so he will have a chance to level the game from the free throw line.
That's good movement there without the basketball. From Abdul Mohammed, he cut, perfect timing.
61.5% free throw shooter on the season so far. 1 of 2 before this trip today. Makes the first. Can he level the scores at 80 points apiece? Both teams already past their season average in scoring. And he just gets a friendly roll.
Despite the distractions
yeah, no, Pat the Dog was trying everything baseline there. Don't forget, 1 of 2 games coming up today. Johnson to the rim, and it rolls in.
Wow, that is an elite finish there from Johnson.
Well, can Surrey level the scores? Little baby hook, and Mohammed drops it in. Of course, the difficulty in a game like this is for the person picking player of the game is not an easy choice, Hans.
No, we don't know who's going to win this game. Also, we don't know. You know, there's been so many top performances. One of which
rimmed out. There's a guy who's not got the biggest scoring points, but he's certainly made an impact on the game. Spencer Levi in his debut.
Look at that, it's Coach Paul James. First one over to help him up. He appreciates the effort and energy his big man has given his team so far today. And as you say, Dan, his numbers won't jump out at you. 4 points, but 10 rebounds for him.
Most importantly, most of them at the offensive end. That is something they've lacked a little bit of, but he certainly looks like he's going to bring it. And he's moved his team back in front. 7 of his 10 rebounds have been offensive.
Wow. His other new colleague as well. You have to mention Green as well. 12 big points for him. He's had difficult shots as well. Those 12 have come from, you know, shot clock winding down or three-pointer contested threes. Been some good inputs here from both new players.
Wang into Jameson. He just couldn't quite force it home. Big stop that for the Patriots.
It is. Jameson, who's had an active game as well. You'd want him to finish that one if you're a Scorchers fan.
No handoff to Faulkner. Probing. Back out to Atwood. Little hesitation. What a tough shot that is. It's a 4-point lead.
He is so good in that area. That mid-range area, he's so deadly.
They are enjoying themselves here at the Pavilions. Their team is up 4. Lloyd Gardner forced into a timeout with 1:49 to go. And this one still very much in the balance, but you'd rather be 2 shots up than 2 shots down right now.
Definitely 2 shots up and playing at home. That would be my choice. And look, heavily contested shot. And wow, Atwood. Tough finish. He's certainly a candidate for player of the game.
Well, can they see it over the line? Paul James, he's been sat on 499 wins for, it feels like for ages now. He just wants to get over the line on that 500, and he's 1 minute and 49 seconds away from that if his team can see it home from here, or has Lloyd Gardner got something in the bag that he and his team can pull out to snatch this victory.
I think there's been no logic to this game, Dan. The swings have been unbelievable. The runs that each club has had as well, and there's a period in the third quarter. Been his 15, 16?
14.
14, wow. You just think that Plymouth were dead in the water.
3 minutes into the second half, it was all Surrey at that point, but it's Plymouth who lead right now. Robinson round the screen, looking for the roll. Johnson read the pass, stole it away. Faulkner pulls up for 3, big shot, got in! Mason Faulkner with a huge 3 for the Patriots.
High risk, high reward. I thought it was a risky shot, but he's got it to go, and all the while they were celebrating.
Yeah.
Paddy at Wang is down the other end of the floor, dunking the ball home. This one's not over, Dan.
You've got to get back on D. Don't celebrate the 3. Make sure you get back. Got a little too excited there, Plymouth. foul is called, offensive foul. And that's going to give the ball back to Surrey.
Sometimes teams just don't know how to win. What was it, like a grab? I can't quite see what happened there. But either way, Surrey's going to get the ball back. We've got a thriller down the pavilions today.
Plymouth need a stop here. Surrey trying to get it back to one-shot territory. Mohammed going hard to the hole and lays it in.
Paddy Wang going hard.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
He's been influential. Last 3 plays here, offense, defense, offense. Paddy Wang making a mark on this game.
Johnson has some room. He's denied by Steele, but it comes to Atwood. Robinson tips it out of bounds.
That's a big tip there from Justin Robinson, because you know what? There's only going to happen if Atwood's got the ball down there.
He's going to dunk it home. But there's still a chance here. They need to stop though, Surrey. Trying to put this one away. Johnson running off some screens. It's gone back to Green, who did well to catch that. Johnson for 3, rims out. Surrey have the ball, down only 3. Wang to the rim, lays it in. It's a 1-point game.
Incredible. The ability to maneuver
They need a
around
foul.
the defense.
They need a foul. They need to foul. They've got to stop the clock. Oh, they just let time run off there.
Again, Dan, it goes back to these minuscule details. Knowing how to win, that is an element of that.
Well, the shot clock was off because it was under 24 seconds when they scored, and they just let them wander down court. So, I mean, it's a great drive. He's done what he needed to do, a quick attack of the rim, a quick score. But at that point, there was 20-something seconds remaining, and you've got to know, we can't let them just run the clock off here.
No, they've got to react.
Well, timeout has been called. It's going to be 2 free throws coming out of the timeout, and then Surrey will have to assess the situation as to whether they're down 1, 2, or 3 points.
Wow, this is tense though, and this is where these little details now come into play. And again, you've got 2 clubs that are just not used to being in this situation. Well, Surrey Scorchers are, excuse me, they've lost a lot of close games this year, and it hasn't, as their record reads, 1-7, it hasn't went their way more often than not. But it's today in a way where they can change their fortunes and get win number 2. Will Plymouth stand strong? I'm still none the wiser. This game has been quite crazy in its own right.
Well, one thing's for sure, the Scorchers have to make sure they get the ball back. If the second free throw doesn't go in, they have to defensive rebound. But Faulkner is trying to move this in terms of what Surrey need out to a 3. He's 84% from the free throw line this season.
Well, I said pre-game that they needed a big one out of Mason Faulkner, and they've got one. 16 points for him now, 4 assists, and he's had that nature about him today as well. I'm here to make a difference.
Whoa, he's missed. So a 2 will tie, a 3 will win. Wang going to the basket, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball out of his hands.
Goodness me. That's the only thing Paddy Wang has done wrong in these latter stages. He has been excellent.
Referees are just talking, the original single was Plymouth ball. The referees have talked it over and they've given it back to Surrey. Well, you can hear what the pavilions think. Wang's driving through. Oh, it looks like it's just come out of his hands.
And I think it's what the player reaction. There was no protest, was there, from Paddy Wang or any of his teammates?
No. Well, a lucky break for Surrey. Can they take advantage? Robinson. Steele for the win. No, he Wang! Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer. An unbelievable play. Can you believe it?
My goodness, Paddy Wang, the one single player who's turned this game on its head, and it started 3 or 4 minutes ago. This play is just the exclamation mark. Wow.
Well, well, well. What an unbelievable end to the game here. It looked like Steele had a shot for the win, and when that didn't go in, you think, well, Plymouth have won. But no, Paddy Wang flying through the air has jammed it in. A timeout was called. Here's a look. There's the shot for the win. Here comes Wang. Take that!
Goodness me. It was a brilliant miss as well, if ever I've seen one. The miss was perfect, and no one boxed out, and the best rebounder on Plymouth's team as well. Spencer Levi, who's done an incredible game today.
He's just walked in. There's nobody anywhere near him. Well, great play from Wang, but Plymouth will be asking themselves some questions after that. 0.4 still remains. Obviously, they can advance the ball coming out of the timeout here. And can Plymouth have the final twist in this tale, or are we going to overtime?
Damn, this is unbelievable.
It's a mad game, isn't it? Yeah.
And it will start from controversy to the call.
Yeah,
the call
yeah,
was
yeah.
overturned.
Yeah.
For the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Oh, but Surrey Scorchers took full advantage, and what a play. Wang is phenomenal.
Good job you picked him at the top of the show, Anne.
Oh.
Here we go. Plymouth for the win. Lobbed into Johnson. Gets it away. I don't know that it was in time, but it was short either way. And we are going to overtime here at the Pavilions. 40 minutes, not enough to separate these two teams. We're going to need an extra 5.
Why not, Dan? Why not? We got some basketball this Sunday, and big game coming into this one as well. Pre-tip-off, it was a must-win for both teams, and we often say must-wins, but this really is a must-win. A team 1-7, another team 1-8. They have to get off the mark. They have to figure out a way to try and get in the top 8 with the rest of the league for the playoff berth. And these two clubs have given everything. And you notice too, the longer the game went on, the desperation increased, and you saw that there was less easy baskets and more big plays from individuals stepping up. Both clubs having their Supermans come in at different times. Atwood was the guy that was leading the way for the Plymouth City Patriots, and Paddy Wang, I cannot speak highly enough. 13 points personal for him, and he hadn't scored until the 4th quarter. So all of his 13 points came in the 4th quarter, and we saw him pop up and make big plays as well on the defensive end.
Well, he came up with the big plays at the end, no doubt about that.
This was a big play, and the discipline here after the big 3, you just don't turn around and get back, and you've got a dunk in Paddy Wang punishing you for not getting back on defense, and that was a big one.
And this was the biggest of them all. You can see he's just wandering in. He's on his own. He's at the free throw line on his own, and he says, thanks very much, I'll dunk that home.
He's so athletic as well. It didn't even take him much of a run-up. When you dunk the basketball, you usually have to have momentum, but look at this, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's been playing on 4 fouls as well, which, again, the start to this game was so disjointed for him. The calls didn't go his way, but mental toughness, he stayed with it. All 13 points in the 4th, game changer.
Well, he's on 4 and Hart's on 4 as the 2 in overtime that are the ones to watch. Here's Robinson, top of the key. It's a very Justin Robinson shot, isn't it?
It is, and he's unfazed, isn't he, by the magnitude of this game. It's cool as you like, and he gets into that pocket as you see him coming off the screen there. He's not looking to attack like maybe a Cam Gooden would.
Yeah.
He's looking to get inside that interior protection and going by his defender with a pull-up mid-range.
So Surrey with the first basket. Atwood driving in hard, it's ripped away. Good defensive play by Jameson.
Yeah, good resistance there. You always ask yourself, who does this favour? You know, does it favour the team that clawed their way back into the game, or is it the home court, which you can hear the crowd, you can sort of feel the atmosphere, they're booming on court.
Here's Wang with the step back, and he continues to fill it up here.
Paddy at Wang, 15 points now for him. All in fourth quarter and overtime.
Well, the foul there on Robinson as Faulkner banged into Jameson. I think ordinarily your question has an answer, but in this game it's been so crazy that it doesn't really matter who has the advantage, because it'll probably flip over in a couple of minutes.
Agreed. And this is a credit and a curse at the same time, right? It's a credit to the no-die attitude that both of these two teams have, but it's a curse in that, you know, both of these teams have such frailties about them that things can turn in a matter of seconds. What stressful afternoon it's been.
I was just thinking, I looked at that face, I thought that's relief rather than joy.
Some of those individuals have got the pressure of putting on costumes and trying to win a competition, and now they've got the added pressure of their team.
No.
He looks unfazed by the pressure.
Look unfazed by it.
So does this guy, Justin Robinson.
Well, he's seen it all before, of course. Two-time British Basketball League most valuable player. It's knocked away, kicked out to the corner. Steele throws it out from behind the back. Corner three on the buzzer, doesn't go. And the rebound pulled in by Faulkner. Faulkner spinning through and is fouled, and all the Surrey players wanted to travel, but it is the foul that's been called.
Yeah, seemed to be a little bit of happy feet there, didn't it? There's the pivot foot, the left one. Always stayed down when he picked it up, didn't he, before he shot it? Yeah, I think it's a strong call there for a travel. However, Patriots must feel that they've had their fair share of controversial calls here today as well. One being the last one of regulation.
Chance now to level the scores at 94. And we're tied again. 3 minutes to go in the first period of overtime. Robinson round the screen, fires up top of the key, all string, and you knew it was going to be as soon as it left his hand.
Ultimate pro, isn't he? Ultimate pro.
Green steps into three, and the follow is tipped home! Spencer Levi again on the offensive rebound, his 8th offensive rebound of the game, and he's tipped it in for a potential three-point play.
Time and time again, he's found the energy and the stamina to remain consistent on the boards, and this time Bailey, all he could do was foul, but it wasn't enough to stop Spencer Levi.
It's Bailey's 4th personal foul. That one just had enough to get over the front of the rim, and Plymouth now lead. Robinson, all the way to the basket, lays it in.
Interesting play there, you see 2 screens. So what that did is it brought everyone out of the key, which when Justin Robinson attacks that, wide open inside. It's a clever play.
Johnson out to Green. His 3 is short. Johnson with the offensive rebound. Johnson, a little hesitation. Gets Wang up in the air and finger rolls it in off the glass.
Beautiful move. He doesn't care that it's his birthday. He's still got business to take care of. 22 points now for Taylor Johnson.
Well, they've stopped the game for a sub, but I'm not sure you can with more than 2 minutes to go. I think Robinson was asking for a sub a moment ago. He's looking a bit fatigued. He is also on 4 fouls. Jamieson, by the way, he had to change his jersey earlier in the game, in case you're wondering why he's wearing 44 and not 5 that he started in. I think there was some blood on it, which is why he had to change it. Here's Wang. Gets it back. Wang looking to attack. Drives inside, kicks out, Steele for 3. Got it! Josh Steele with a massive shot.
Well, he didn't get the one at the end of regulation, but he was able to rectify that in overtime. Big shot from Josh Steele.
Clash of knees there as Lawrence is called for the foul.
Both teams in the bonus, so he trips to the free throw line. Atwood after he's able to, Faulkner.
Looking to level the scores again with 1:38 to go. Oh, he's missed the front end of the first. 5 of 7 now from the free throw line he is today. He gets the second. So it's a 1-point game again. Both teams with 100 on the board. Wang has the mismatch. He's looking to attack again. Got him dancing, but has to pass it back out. He'll try again. Head fakes the 3, puts it on the floor and gets all the way to the basket.
Well, I needed more help there. I thought Spencer Levi did an excellent job of defending Wang with a mismatch. He's a lot bigger, he's a lot slower than Paddy Wang, but no defense there. No help defense from Patriots. A beautiful move from Paddy Wang.
Little hesitation, Atwood fires it up, knocked loose by Steele, kept in play. Johnson has it. Johnson forcing his way in, and he's fouled, I think, by Steele.
Yeah, it's a good, you can see Mason Faulkner shouting at Johnson there. He wanted to kick out, he felt he was open, but what Faulkner doesn't understand is that Taylor Johnson had 3 defenders hanging off his arm, and this is a really interesting time to have a strong debate about this.
Well, this is not good. They're arguing with each other.
This is a sign of a losing team, and unfortunately, it's happening right now. And I understand what Mason Faulkner's upset, but it's not an easy pass for Taylor Johnson to make there. Again, he's hard dribble right. It's a really difficult pass to throw it over the defenders across court.
Well, he has to make these 2 free throws, really. To keep his teammate quite well. Faulkner did give him a little tap there. They've got to put that behind them.
Still a lot of game to go.
Still a lot of game to go,
4.4 seconds.
He makes them both, never in doubt. And it's down to 1 again. Wang has that switch again. Looking to attack again. He steps back for 3. Got it! What a shot from Paddy Wang.
Paddy Wang. There's been so many game-winning plays, and none of them's been enough. But is that one enough? Paddy Wang.
Well, Faulkner finds Johnson and Mohammed with the rebound. Well, they need to foul. They need to foul. They can't let the clock go.
Goodness.
Well, Justin Robinson was not happy about that.
No one's happy with Johnson. It's his birthday.
He's apologising for it. I don't know whether he slipped or whether Robinson felt like he went a bit low there.
And of course, Justin Robinson just coming back from a season-ending injury last year, knee injury of that. So yeah, it's a bit of an awkward one, isn't it?
Yeah. He did apologise, but obviously Robinson still wasn't overly happy with the nature of the original foul, but he might be able to put the game beyond the Patriots here from the free throw line. This to make it 2 3-pointers that Plymouth have to find. Well, timeout called for Paul James, but they've got to find 6 points in 19.8 seconds to go. It can happen, it does happen, but you've got to have a little bit of fortune and a little bit of good play. In fact, there was a game in London's European group last week where a team was down 7 with 23 seconds to go and won in regulation by 2. So that you can actually, they scored 9 of the last 10 points in 23 seconds, so it can be done.
Dan, something like that can happen in a game like this.
Yeah.
In this
game,
that is not beyond the realms of possibility.
Yeah. You need a little bit of luck somewhere, because obviously they've got to make they need to make a 3 and hope for a turnover. I remember calling a game once where it was a 6-point game with 12 seconds to go, and a 3 and then a steal and then a foul. It was stepped in the court actually on the inbound, and then a foul on a 3 free throws, went to overtime. So there's certainly ones you can pluck out of the memory, but there's a reason you remember them, because they're not that regular. But you wouldn't rule it out here. Wang looks like he might have got his team over the line, but until the buzzer sounds, we rule nothing out. That's a foul on Mohammed, which is a free throw foul, because the ball's not put in. He's fouled, so they're going to get a free throw for this, and then we'll go back to the sideline. That's a really bad foul. Well, just to explain the rule, if you've not seen it, it only came in last year. You can see the fouls are on the baseline there. But if you commit a foul, well,
if anything's there.
If you commit let me explain the rule first. If you commit a foul in the last 2 minutes, before the pass is inbounded on a sideline or a baseline, that is punished by 1 free throw, and then you go back to the possession of the ball. It used to be the old unsportsmanlike foul. You used to get called an unsportsmanlike for that. But now it's just a 1 free throw foul instead. And then we'll go back to the sideline possession. Well, as I say, it's a rule that only came in last season, so if you haven't seen it, the players might not have seen it, might not even know why is he shooting a free throw. Is there a technical? It's not for that. It is for the inbound foul. A chance for a free point, and that can change what they might do as a result. And he gets that free point. We go back to where we were, sideline to the Patriots, but now they only have to find 5 points in 19.3. It's into Taylor Johnson. Johnson out to Atwood. Atwood, long way into the shot fake, misses it, ball batted about. Surrey have it, and they'll try and run down time. Well, there's a quick foul, but that is probably that. The Surrey Scorchers, who were, well, 1 rebound away from defeat at the last second of regulation, but that man jammed in a game-tying dunk to force it to overtime, and then he has helped see his team over the line in the extra period.
He's been incredible, Dan. Incredible. And we've got to remember, this man had 0 points at the start of the 4th quarter. He has just changed this game.
Well, he has 22 points now, and he's probably won the game. Oh, Plymouth, what a heartbreaker. They could have got possession of the ball, and none of that would have mattered at the end of the 4th quarter. That will be the ire for Paul James, no doubt about that. And time expires here, and Surrey Scorchers have dodged a bullet. They've won the game in overtime against the Plymouth City Patriots, and Pania Wang with a sensational fourth quarter and overtime to get his team the win.
Credit to Surrey Scorchers as well, Dan. They were down and out numerous times in this game, but they continued fighting. They continued playing together, and as a result, they give themselves an additional lifeline to get it to overtime. And they were the better team in that 5-minute period because of one man, Paddy Wang.
Well, you talked about him at the start of the game. You said he's not quite hit the heights that we've seen last year. He certainly did in the last 15 minutes of this one.
Yeah, he was player of the game off of his impact in one quarter, but I would say that his impact started a lot sooner than that. Mental toughness is something we did not associate often with Paddy Wang last year. He would often go missing in games. He had a dreadfully tough start in this game, but his mental fortitude kept him locked in, and these baskets were huge, not just for himself, but for his team as well. There's an element of belief as well that he needed to instill in his teammates, and he brought that. These defiant individual plays. I mean, again, we say a mismatch with Spencer Levi. Spencer Levi is a former Defensive Player of the Year in college, so these are difficult plays Paddy Wang has had to overcome.
Well, what will this do for the confidence of Surrey Scorchers here to have pulled this one out of the bag? They were staring down the brink of a defeat, but they've managed to get it back, and on the back of that disappointment on Thursday night as well, to get this one over the line will feel doubly as sweet. Let's have a look back at the action of what was an action-packed game here at the Plymouth Pavilions. They've really, I mean, it's hard to condense down what we've seen in 45 minutes into just a little bit of action. First of all, the numbers. They ended up with 14 three-pointers, the Surrey Scorchers, shooting at 56%, incredible efficiency.
Only 14, Dan.
Yeah.
It was incredible. We knew that they were going to get their volume up, but look at the contrast there and drop off. Remember at halftime, they were shooting 40%, sorry, Plymouth were shooting 40% from the three-point line. That really fell off a cliff. And 7 for 33. A lot of shots missed there for the Plymouth Patriots.
And 17 turnovers for the Scorchers, which cost them 19 points, but they still had enough in reserve to deal with that. And what a sensational game of basketball. But it's Plymouth who go away wondering what happened there. They've been beaten 105-110 in overtime. A reminder of all of the results this week. It's double disappointment for the Patriots, even though they scored 50 points more this time than they did. And we've still got one more game to come today at 6 o'clock, Caledonia against the Leicester Riders. Let's have a look and see what happened in the standings as a result of that victory. While Surrey, they're still just outside the playoff places, but they've got a second win on the board, and that will feel very good for them.
It looks a lot better than 1-8, doesn't it, Dan? And sometimes that one win can propel you up, give you the confidence, because they had to face some incredible adversity here today.
Well, a lot of drama here today, and just maybe a little frustration for the Plymouth City Patriots, unable to get it over the line. But what a ball game. It's finished here at the Pavilions, 105-110 to the Surrey Scorchers in overtime. We'll hopefully have some more drama for you at 6 o'clock when the Caledonia Gladiators take on the Leicester Riders. But for now, for Amp Row, I'm Daniel Routledge. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.